What is going on, guys? Everyone's able to views here, back with an episode ranking, continuing my series of Walking Dead episode rankings. I'm ranking all 16 episodes of season 6. Now we get to the more questionable and controversial seasons of the show. We had the last 5 seasons that pretty much been every episode was pretty much great. Now we get to more seasons where there are definitely some episodes that are pretty much not so good. I mean, there's only like a few episodes on this list that I don't really see myself coming back to. Yeah, I think overall Season 6 is a good season, honestly, but it's definitely one of the more weaker ones of the show. There are definitely also some great aspects to it, but again, it kind of just lies down more on cheap cliffhangers and fortunate dumb idiotic moments. I mean, there's still a lot of greatness to it, but there's still a lot of questionable stuff. Even like, I'm not saying that the entire show is perfect, obviously, so I'm here to rank all season episodes of season 6. It's definitely interesting one, so I hope you'll enjoy. I would love to know what would be how we rank all episodes season in the comment section down below, what your thoughts on season 6 as a whole, as always my personal opinion list, so not beyond the bush. Let's talk about a controversial season of the show. And for me, coming in dead last, and I'm probably my, I don't know if it's going to be on my worst episodes list among Dead, they'll probably release this I'll mention, but for me, the episode is episode 4, Here's Not Here. Now, it seems like it was one that was starting to get very just up and down with its filler, and starting to get too much with its filler, honestly. I mean, that's really something that's been struggling on, especially in the next couple seasons, which, yeesh, they really do a lot of filler, and it's really focused on Morgan, and it's also just really boring episode, honestly. It's not really much I can really say, unfortunately, because especially considering they know about like Morgan as a character, it's gonna be interesting, but something about it really just felt interesting, or how this being just the same old things, and that's pretty fortunate, but yeah, what can you do, but yeah, but this episode's still not that good. It's just boring and uninteresting. Not entirely an awful episode, but yeah, it's easily last place here. Now at number 15 we have Thank You, the third episode. I'm pretty sure you guys know what's up on the thing. This episode does have some really good moments, so it's a good episode. But even more than that, but of course, this pretty much would start out the whole Glenn dumpster fake out sequences. I mean, at first it was pretty awesome and pretty shocking, but honestly, when you feel like it was fake out, the episode's honestly kind of sour on me, honestly. That's really in general why it's on number 15 on this list. I'm saying that was a good aspects of the episode, but I know that's the whole figure thing is the reason why it's on this list. It's this low on this list. And now we get to one of the more weaker finales of The Walking Dead, that is Last Day on Earth. Again, another reason why this episode is low on this list is pretty much the cliffhanger. The infamous, god-awful cliffhanger. Again, I mean, you guys think his first appearance, which is an amazing first appearance, and you do get some really touching moments, especially the moment between Eugene and Abraham. That's definitely one of the more touching moments of the show and the season in general. But, again, that whole fake out, that whole cliffhanger thing, I mean, there's a reason why that cliffhanger really irritated everybody, because it's just, why would you do that? And especially how long they had to wait for it, the two needs they were doing is the worst finale is one. Like, it's probably not the worst finale of the show. I mean, I didn't really think about that, but it's definitely one of the weaker ones. And now number 2, the episode before that is East. The episode there's just there, honestly, like kind of just the pacing is all over the place in this episode, and you get some good moments here. But the episode that's on, they're not really telling one of the more memorable ones this season, and there's not really much I can honestly say about it, if I'm being honest. Especially how can characters make some sense, especially with Daryl. Like, it's also one season where Daryl started to become a little more one-dimensional instead of the poorly developed character that we all know and love from him. I mean, you do get some good moments with Carol though, but and again, got another cheap cliffhanger where they kind of visit Daryl died, but he's not. Like, again, that's a big problem though with this season whole. That I think the problem with the show and the whole is they kind of rely more on cheap cliffhangers and cheap aspects to basically just try to shock us, but really just really annoying. But not terrible episode, not bad episode though, just definitely one of the weak ones of the season. And now we get to the episode before that at number 12, and that is Twice as Far. Like, again, an episode that definitely has some good moments to it. Of course, you got some good Carol moments, some really interesting moments, especially fitting at Eugene kind of being an idiot, where he says no longer need her attention, and just like, where that came from. And of course, you got Denise's death, which, although everybody's surprising one, it's something that kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's one of the few does on the show. I don't think she actually deserved it, or I don't know why they even kill her in the first place. Honestly, definitely kind of has unnecessary if you think about it. I mean, I'll say it's still like a decent, solid episode overall, but nothing that's really great if I'm being honest. Again, it's a lot of episodes, not much I can really say about them, but I mean, it's episodes I can still watch, but it's definitely not one I want to watch if I'm being honest. At number 11, we have No Tomorrow. These episodes are definitely now we get some really good to great episodes, and this definitely, especially this episode, leads to a truly fantastic season, which I'll get into. But you really get some great and insane Carol moments of, and Carol really goes through a lot of shit this season, and this is definitely one that I want to go on. Like, we do get some good action sequences, some pretty tense moments, and some. This is just a really good episode that really sets up a lot of coming next episode, but you do get some really good character moments, especially with Carol and Maggie here, and that's definitely what puts us at number 11. And pretty much, now these episodes are pretty much good, too great, too amazing. Some episodes are blunt, but this episode is pretty good. Now at number 10, we have episode 7, Heads Up. And an episode that kind of sets up what's coming in a later episode, but it still really hits a lot, especially the stuff on Ron, kind of being Ron, and Glenn, and this is the episode where you realize that Glenn actually did not die, honestly, and this episode's still pretty good, despite that, honestly, and it gives a more great Carol, especially with her and Morgan. Like, man, those two just, wow. And then of course, getting more basically the clock tower collapse and the breaches all around Alexandria, where Marcus and come around, just, it's really terrifying, but it's still a pretty good episode. Now coming in at number 9, we actually get to the episode. Now get to number 9. We get the episode before that, episode 6. Always accountable. Again, everyone's not considering a little more filler episode, but it is still a really good one, honestly. You can get different good amounts from Daryl with Sasha and Abraham. Like, kind of hits a little more, relationship and all that. But it's definitely one of the more better Daryl moments of the season. It's an episode that really feels a lot of action, a lot of really tense moments. That's honestly the best way I can really describe it. And it's definitely also a really fun episode overall. Now at number 8, we have episode 2, JSS. Again, an episode that has a lot of fun aspects to it, and a lot of pretty tense moments. Again, it's kind of a little more moment of between Morgan and Carol. Carol really becomes one more badass than she's probably ever been, and of course, the beginning to start the whole character development that she goes through throughout the series, throughout the season. And of course, you get Moran being Ron. Honestly, some really good action, some pretty tense moments, some pretty interesting aspects to it, especially with Morgan as well. Just an all-around great episode. Speaking of the number 777, we have the premiere episode, First Time Again. This is still definitely, in my opinion, a good way to an episode. Sure, we did, but there might be a few things that might not make any sense, and might be, but even despite that, this episode still is great. It still builds up a lot to expect from this season. And you can see Rick and Morgan reunites after what happened in season 3. We found out Morgan had to kill someone, which is still a pretty emotional moment. It was a pretty emotional moment. And trying for the plan what to do to lure the walkers and then you get some pretty rich moments and pretty tense moments with a lot of these characters. And I kind of like though how they did in the black and white action makes the episode really unique and really interesting and all that. So that's what makes the episode really stand out. Not one of the best premieres of the show, but still a great one nonetheless. Now at number 6, we have episode 555 now. Definitely an episode that doesn't have a lot of great moments as well. As we get some interesting moments of like Ron Moral get the drop in Alexandria, and then Maggie tries to look Lennon and telling Aaron that she's pregnant. It was like, oh, and you get a pretty moment between them and all that. And you see people going through a lot of stuff and all that. And you get a moment between Tara and Denise as well. Well, and longer moments with Rick and Dina. Also, Dina dealing with a lot of stuff as well. Like, it's just a pretty emotional episode with some really great moments. Now, coming in number 5, we have episode 10, The Next World. Basically, two things that happen in this episode. And of course, they're going to have an episode like with Ron Spencer and Michonne, but of course, this is what introduces Jesus, who was definitely one of the more undeveloped characters season, but even then, he was still a great character in my opinion, especially a fantastic introduction. And there was this moment where we guys finally see Rick shown, which definitely had a rocky history throughout the season, honestly. Also, they were very well together, but they definitely had some very odd moments. But well, this is still a great episode where it has a lot of satisfying moments and a lot of fun moments as well. It's one of the more fun episodes of this season. Fun. Now, coming in number 4, we get the episode after that, Knots Untie. Because we can see Jesus basically counter Rick and Michonne while they're in bed together, and Carl ended up kind of seeing that and all that. We're just gonna lose. And so this is basically what we get introduced to Hilltop. Of course, me Gregory, who was a bandit in Wednesday Junction, but and then of course we hear all about Negan. It's episode that anyway, also it says a lot more interesting stuff, and you also get introduce yourself to Hilltop, which is a pretty fascinating place, and all around this is a pretty fascinating, interesting episode all around. Now at number 3, we have the mid-season finale start to finish. The episode they're all basically just breach of Alexandria, and walkers start coming in, and everyone's freaking out and all that. And we discover Denise has been bitten. No, I don't think really bitten. She really got caught in the bear trap, but I didn't realize it's Mama Boyan, honestly. But I see everyone kind of crazy and all that, especially between trying to kill the wolf, but Logan stops her, all the knockouts, and also takes Denise hostage and all that, and everyone going crazy and all that, everyone going insane, and Dina ended up unfortunately, which is pretty sad because I do love Denise, honestly. I think she's a great character. And of course you get, and of course it's where after this episode, also when you get Hitch and Negan, and then of course you get them doing basically what it, and also something else they keep doing is basically just collect walking goods and just come out, especially when they're all walkers around, just yeah, definitely a great mid-season finale. Now, number 2, we get the episode for that, and that is No Way Out. Now, these next 2 episodes are true top tier Walking Dead. These episodes are true top tier of the show. Like, true top tier. Like, seeing everyone trying to go crazy, and of course, so seeing Carol crazy, and then seeing a lot between Morgan and Sharon. Of course, get some really great moments, like seeing Sam and Jesse unfortunately getting killed by walkers. Which actually is pretty surprising, like saying, no, poor Sam, and then Jesse and Hill's like, no, and then Ron tries to shoot him, just like, and then Michonne kills them, and then of course they're trying to move, and you see basically Carl just gets eyes shot in the head. Like, wow, I remember being shocked when I saw that, and of course the moment you see everybody just like one of the, like, Rich is going crazy and killing him with one of the more badass moments of the entire show. Probably one of the baddest moments of the entire show. One of the most coolest moments of the entire show. Just wow. Just wow. This definitely is one of the more fun and entertaining episodes, and one of the most emotional of the entire show. But in spite of that, coming in at number one, we have episode 13, The Same Boat. Truly, like people said, you're one of the best episodes of the show, and really it's hard to see why. Like, truly has a lot of great aspects and moments to it, like, especially with a lot of female stuff they try to go for here, which definitely is actually really impactful and doesn't feel forced like any female stuff, the female actors that really should be, honestly. You get some just pretty great moments, especially with Carol and Maggie, and some pretty tense moments, actually some great action-filled moments, just doing like free themselves and all that, wow, there's just a lot of greatness, a lot of intensity, a lot of passion. Like, definitely one of my favorite episodes, not only of the season, but all the entire show in general. Not sure even my top 20 best episodes, but at least me not mention. But yeah, Same Boat easily comes in at number 1. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed me discussing all my ranking of all episodes of season 6 of Walking Dead. Hope you're enjoying these episode rankings I'm doing the show. It's actually a lot of fun time about Walking Dead again, ranking all the episodes of every season. I would love to know down in the comment down below, what are your thoughts on this season and how would you rank all these episodes, or what are your favorite and least favorite season? I would love to know that down in the comment section down below. Again, at some point I will have season 8 and 9, and then I'm trying to do one before the finale comes out, which I'm actually for the official episode supposed to be finale season 10 comes out. Then I'll do, I reckon, all those seasons, and then I'll do an overall best episodes list, which will be top 20, then I'll top an overall list, and I have a lot of Walking Dead content I think, yes, and I you can tell I love talking about this show. So hope you enjoy. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share and subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all in the description down below. I am Sam Well, I'm Sam Well the Views. I will see you next time, and as always, stay cool, everybody. Peace.